whack opinion, who's saying we not elite? I'm over Balenciagas, I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time, it's showtime. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking, we bringing back Motown. No sparing this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big crowds. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really get it tough. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity and shut. Don't make way for a prodigy. Just down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really get it tough. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity and shut. Don't make way for a prodigy.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted, want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That. Shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. Got the flight. Promise you, if anybody can, homie, I can. Get the right man, baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. Baddest, not take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the friends. Run it back when I to the right. I'll be back, make another van. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat dash. Run it back, but running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. Not by the act.
Yeah.
Run it back, you see how I act. Nothing I lack. Feeling like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I ain't stressed about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Told her might be right back, right back, right back. Oh yes, like that, like that, like that. I told her might be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that, double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the truck with his fire tag. Punch the gas, run into the future. Past, I'm done with that. But if I need you, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
Run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Arizona Cardinals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. You talk about this Rams defense. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Now Jones. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Why shift to Cruz? Why shift to Cruz?
Throwing Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. That'll be caught by James. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Cardinals at 6-2 to start play. And they come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down at 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Timberland.
Now Jones to throw on third down. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. In motion left, Bateman. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Jones in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and it almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Let's go now.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Bateman, he'll go in motion right here.
Rita.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Great.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd and 2, Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the 1st down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is caught with Sean Bateman. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards on the play.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
The Cardinals going to use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Momo.
Kamara is in. Touchdown, Arizona. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
He's got another one to Johnston.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, L.A.
Jackson Smith and Jigba
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Rams are back within a score.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones. James has got it, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. On play action, they'll throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Cardinals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the...
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, it's certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Jones. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he's still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 4. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent during football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does, in fact.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Great.
They run it again with Kamara. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Jones on 3rd down. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Pushes past him.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the past. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
There's Laporta. He's got it, the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
Ladybug.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie.
And this is up and good from Pinheiro.
And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop it behind the line for a 2nd straight play. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want it in with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
They'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Come on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And not much to speak of. Calling a 1-yard gain up to the 26. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Seven Pirates.
They'll look to throw again. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Jerry Hughes able to record his 5th sack of the season. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
He needs better protection, that's for sure. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Kamara up the middle. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Now a 2nd and 6.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some nice running going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams' 19-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Touchdown! Garrett Wilson from 19 yards away. And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Will McDonald there on the tackle. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Rams' 26-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Off play action. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Rams are going to have it here just past the 25. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Here we go.
And the Rams first down.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Jerry Hughes able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
At the Cardinals' 10-yard line.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Arizona, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll just